Or actually even way before that. You'd be in middle school, right? And TV shows used to glorify clubs. And it used to be like, I can't wait when I'm older, I'm gonna hit the club. They used to movies used to glorify drinking in high school and stuff like that, and you're just like, I can't wait for high school. Them high school parties are gonna be so lit. I don't run to them. You guys already know Thanksgiving's around the corner, bro. We drinking lit tonight. No, I'm just playing. That's what an alcoholic would sound like. I bet you guys are wondering, like, K.M.B, didn't you already make a segment on this? About drinking, about drugs, about smoking? I did. I did. In a way, this is part two. I deleted the old video because I felt like that pod wasn't good. I experienced more about the bar life. I experienced more over the years of overcoming on drinking, I guess you can say. And I felt like that point of view on that video was different than I had the point of view now. So I felt like I want to make something different, I guess. So today we're going to talk about drinking and smoking and nicotine addiction just in general. Because when you're young, or I guess me coming from experience, when I was younger, my family members drink beer. And when I was a kid, I couldn't wait to drink beer. I always thought that's what made you an adult, right? When you drink. And that's what I thought. I remember in elementary when they used to hand out stickers, the I will stay drug free. Yeah, a lot of kids didn't succeed in that. Me personally, I actually never did drugs before. As I mentioned that on other podcasts before, I never smoked before. I never had the temptation. I'm thankful, grateful for that. When I saw other people doing it or when I heard about it, it never sat right to me. I was never like, yo, like that seems cool to me. Drinking on the other hand, I'ma say it did seem cool to me. I remember when I was probably 17. Or actually even way before that. You'd be in middle school, right? And TV shows used to glorify clubs. And it used to be like, I can't wait when I'm older, I'm gonna hit the club. They used to movies used to glorify drinking in high school and stuff like that, and you're just like, I can't wait for high school. Them high school parties are gonna be so lit. I don't run to them high school parties. Do I regret not going? No, not really, because I wouldn't have became the person that I am today. Some of those kids that did go to those high school parties are still wishing they could go back to high school because high school was their glorify years, their glory years. That's what it's called. Their glory years. And high school wasn't my glory days, and I'm thankful for that. That God didn't make those my glory days because I didn't sit back, or I'm not sitting back in the past and being like, I really wish I could go back in that time. Those people that did drink back in high school, they used to get drunk, hungover, and stuff like that. They're they're either they're having drinking issues, or they're still doing drugs. They're hitting up the clubs on the weekends. They're doing all this and that. They're not growing as a person in faith. Maybe some people are. Maybe some people quit it. If that is you, good for you. But like I said, when back to my story, when I was 17, I saw people on Snapchat stories, people drinking, and I didn't really think about drinking, but yet I thought about it. As much as that sounds weird, like I didn't think about doing it, but I imagined what it would be like. Like, oh, what happened if me and my friends actually went to these parties? What happened if we drank or whatever? I remember, this is gonna sound, I know people had, beer and they smoked way younger, but when I was 18, I had my first beer. Um, and it was nothing. Me and my friend were chilling. I had it at his house. chilling. I think we had another one or whatever, but that was it. Didn't get drunk or anything. Also, some of my family members, not a lot, some of my family members can be alcoholics. Addiction can run fast in my family with drinking and even smoking in general. Not just talking about, not really smoking weed. I mean, I know there's one person in my family that is addicted to that and other drugs. First we're just gonna talk about drinking, but smoking cigarettes too. The whole vaping thing and stuff like that. I thought vaping was kind of cool, but I never got into it. Um, yeah, I mean now looking back on it, no, it's not cool because you're just putting a bunch of things in your system and you're gonna have lung cancer by the age of 30 with you doing that at 15 years old. But hey, that's just me. But drinking, like I said, it's a lot of times you can be so addicted to it where you think that you need to get drunk to have a good time. You need to drink to have a good time. When you want to celebrate something, what do? You drink. You pop the champagne. I'll admit it, on New Year's Eve or year or day, New Year's Day, I like to pop the champagne. I think that's fun. I make mimosas, so I'll admit it, I drink, but I don't like getting drunk. I remember I got so drunk one time, I never want to get drunk again. I try to drink light. As a Christian, you shouldn't encourage drinking at all, and I know that. But here's coming from my perspective. You need to be careful on what you drink, how you drink. Because again, people drink to celebrate, to have a good time. But people also drink when they have a bad day. So what is it? Do you drink to have a good time? Do you drink to have a bad time? Because you just think drinking is your answer to everything. And when you're drunk, you don't know what's going on. You're making a fool out of yourself. You see all those people on videos of them being drunk and you're laughing about it. But guess what? When you're drunk, that's you. And people don't think about it like that. And talk about the bars real fast. I've been to bars. Okay, at 10 o'clock, that's when a lot of people come in and stuff like that. I like to just chill and play pool. Like I said, I drink light, have myself whatever. Like I said, a beer. Just one beer, I'm chilling. Once it rolls around 12, that's when people get drunk. That's when I don't like. Because I was around that when I was young. About being around drunk people, and I don't like being around drunk people. And also when I get drunk, I get paranoid. I don't like that. So that's why I don't drink heavy. That's why I don't like getting drunk. Open bars, I try not to take advantage of it. Again, I don't want to have that addiction. Yeah, like I said, clubs, I don't really know much about clubs because I've never been to one. But truthfully, you're 99.9%, you're probably not going to find your future spouse in a club. Because why do people go to clubs? Guys go to go lust over women. Women go for looking for attention at clubs. So, and in general, in the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't know, coming from a Christian standpoint, it's not. There is such thing as called Christian clubs, which is just not having alcohol on you and you're just dancing. It's basically a concert in a way. So I guess you can say like I'm a hypocrite because I wouldn't mind going to one of those. But like a dance club or like a nightclub, or a strip club, I'll pass on that. I got offered to some of those and I declined it. People get so addicted to bar hopping where they get into hardcore drugs. I'm not talking about weed. I'm talking about the other stuff. The one stuff that gives you a lot of energy. Because they want to party all night. They want to stay up all night. Well, you can't do that on energy drinks. So what do? You take a line of you know what. And people get addicted to that. They want to stay out till 5. But their body shuts down at a certain time, so they do what I'm talking about. And again, you get addicted to that. Drinking and drugs. Some people call it D&D, drinking and drugs. Nah, that was corny. But like I said, it's that kind of stuff is very dangerous. Now we're going to talk about smoking weed. I remember a lot of people my sophomore year got into smoking weed. My sophomore year, as I just said. And your brain is still developing. Like I can't imagine what my brain would be like if I actually got into it at that age. If I got into it at all, actually. It's funny because some people actually think that I do it. Some people even say I sound like a stoner, but that's kind of ironic. Um, and it's funny too because I actually used to watch stoner movies. Like the one Mac and Devin goes to high school. I remember too when I was a kid, I used to watch a lot of rap music videos. You know, they were smoking and drinking in them and stuff like that. And it's funny too because like that stuff didn't even affect me when I was a kid. I used to watch that stuff, but I wasn't like, oh, dang, that's cool. The parts that I did find cool in those music videos when they were like four wheeling in the streets and all that, like, but so in a way, I saw that stuff at such a young age in those videos, but I never got encouraged by it. And I got into high school and people started doing it. And again, I never had a temptation. I never was like, dang, that seems so cool. Because it didn't. A lot of people want to argue with me on about smoking weed because people say like, "Oh, you don't get addicted to it because it doesn't have whatever in it." Dude, you can be addicted to anything. What do you mean? When I see people getting high, you don't understand what it does to your brain. You don't understand like what effect it's doing to you. It's not a good effect. You think it's going to fix a lot of people think it's going to fix their problems, but it's not. A lot of people think it helps them, but it doesn't. I don't want to talk about nicotine. I remember that was a big deal in high school too. People hitting jewels in the bathroom. People going to the bathroom hitting jewels in the stall. I remember too in the classrooms, people used to do it. All sorts of stuff. People in the cars used to drive by. Until this day, I still drive by. You just see people hitting whatever, seeing the smoke clouds. And people get addicted to it. I remember too when I was younger, people used to be like, "Oh, why would anybody smoke a cigarette, bro?" The thing that's in a vape is more like is a whole pack of cigarette. And I'll admit it. At least vapes do smell better than cigarettes. Yeah, it doesn't leave a scent on you. And that's the thing about also smoking weed. Some people that smoke weed be like, they think they're sneaky about it, but the scent is on them. Same thing with drinking. A lot of people get drunk, come to work hungover, you reek of it, dude. People be like, "How did you know I was drinking?" Because it's clear as day I smell it on you. Some people just think that they can easily sneak stuff, but you can't. But yeah, I mean, like I said, with the whole nicotine thing, like, dude, you're literally putting stuff in your body without you even knowing it. Again, I talking about bars, I see people hitting that stuff too. Why can't you smoke a cigarette, but yeah, you can hit a vape in a bar? You don't understand that some people might have asthma, or some people don't want that in their lungs. I remember people used to hit that stuff in front of me too. And I used to act like it didn't care, but truthfully, I should have said something. I should have been like, "Yo, stop hitting that in front of me. Stop doing that." Like, I'm not trying to have that in my system, the secondhand smoking. Speaking of bars, like you said, all bars are is just a bunch of lost people. That's what I see. I see, like I said, I go to it just to play pool, just to get out of the house. Maybe some people do that too, but again, as a Christian, you tend to see a lot of lost people. And that's what I see. I see a lot of people drinking their nights away, trying to take away the pain. I see people lusting over other people. I see people judging on others, wanting to get in fights. Some people are different kinds of drunk. A lot of times people get so drunk where they show their true colors. Some people are angry. Some people are sad. Very emotional. Some people can be pretty happy, but also, coming from a Christian standpoint, you know what is happy? Christ. Finding that joyful and finding that peace, finding that love, and not needing to drink to be happy, to take away the pain, to go to the bar. Just having Christ by your side can make things so much better. Where you don't have to smoke or drink or nicotine. And I forgot to talk about peer pressure too. A lot of people think that, oh, my friends drink, so I need to drink. Oh, my friends smoke, so I need to smoke. No, you don't. You're your own person. If it's not for you, it's not for you. You just need to control yourself. You need to figure out what's right and what's wrong. Again, the best kind of person is the person that knows how to just say no. Everybody says, yo, drink this, yo, hit this, and you say no. No one's going to call you a wimp. No one's going to call you a loser. Because you're saying no. The weak people are the ones that just do what the crowd does. And people don't understand that. But, you know what, guys? I hope you guys find your faith. I hope that these addictions, the drinking, smoking, the nicotine, that you realize that it's not helping you. I pray for you guys. I truthfully do. I'm going to say amen to that. And this is Real Talk with K.M.B. Peace, we out.